Hello everyone and good morning. I'm trying to hide the mug because it was here at the Airbnb we're staying at, but it's not one I agree with, but it's just a mug, so I'm
Pay your
coping.
taxes.
Pay your taxes. Anyway, ew.
Yep.
Mel's still in bed. So I thought I would, seeing as this is the aftermath of Wave, and yes, you are seeing me with sans makeup. I have no makeup on because I've been wearing makeup for 4 days. Not as extreme as I could, but extreme enough. And so I decided, fuck it, I'm going to have no makeup and you're just going to have to deal with it. But I'm quite chuffed with the hair. It's still looking pretty cute. Anyway, yes, so I was going, I'm not tired, but I am. I am tired. You can hear it in my voice. Second coffee for the breakfast morning, and breakfast has been eaten. So I had thought I would do a little aftermath video of, I guess, an older goth going to their first wave, and maybe a few little mistakes, rookie mistakes that I did, and that things other people might be able to learn from if you want to watch it. So yes, here we go. It's going to be a stream of consciousness, as I always do, so you just have to deal with it being not edited, and I might ramble, and yeah. Although I have a pause ability on this phone, so, do you know, I might pause it if I go, hey, what's the thing else? And then again, I might not. Right. So, first of all, we live in England, although we're Australian, and this has been a year in the preparation. Mel, the lovely lady who we came with, who has been to about 8 of them, she found this wonderfully beautiful apartment. It's like a little studio apartment, but with a double bed sort of in a divider behind a TV, and then the couch that can be used as a bed, although it doesn't pull out. And then there's a kitchen and a very nice sized bathroom, so you can actually have a shower and then get yourself dressed and not have to run around in your knickers and bra or nudie with other people in the flat. And the other joy is, because we're out a little bit, we're in Mecklenburg Nord, which is a 20-minute walk from the Agra, but sort of west-east walk to the Agra, and about a 20-25-minute train journey into town. We have this lovely garden. Oh, and his sun's out, legs out. So we get this really pretty, I have to stand up now, little garden, yeah. So, yeah, we actually can be civilised in the morning and have a cup of coffee. It's quite quiet. There are houses, but it seems like a reasonably affluent area, and I did say affluent, Kim, affluent. So yeah, it's a really lovely area. The place is a nice size. Mel booked it a year ago, so that's the first thing. Book your accommodation as soon as you can, so that you can save as much money, because you might go, oh, I want to go. If you can book it with a cancellation option, and you decide or you can't or won't be able to go, then at least you've had it booked. That would be my first suggestion.
And
so that was a
more reasonable price the sooner you book it.
yes. So that would be definite. Book accommodation ASAP. And we did book on the 16th of the 6th last year. So just a week after Wave had finished last year, we booked, or Mel booked, the accommodation. So yeah.
As soon as the dates were announced.
As soon as the dates were announced, we booked it. Then the next thing would be, we packed, well, I planned, and I'm a Virgo. I'm a double Virgo, so I planned a lot. I had packing lists, I had clothes packing lists, blah, blah, blah. But we packed 2 outfits a day, and we haven't used them all. So you don't need 2 outfits a day. You probably need, unless you are like right in the center of town, right in the action, and you know you're going to go back and forth from your apartment, then yeah, you don't need to pack 2 outfits a day. Also, while the big dresses and the multiple layers and everything like that, like Mel did those, and she looked stunning in every outfit. She got photographed, a lot. I don't have those multiple layer outfits, and I don't know. I felt comfortable in them. But if you want to do the big outrageous ones, I'd say day one, day two, yeah, and then maybe the other days pare it down a bit, just so that you can not be worried.
Get into venues.
Yeah, get into venues, go to the toilet, especially if you have to be like at the pagan village where there's the, they call them the Dixies, the portaloos, which, yeah, I just,
really gross.
yeah, I only had to go once. Actually, no, I didn't go to a portaloo once. I just held it and just went, nope, that seal is not being broken. So I waited till I could get to the Agra and go to the loo, or a pub, or one of the other venues where the toilets were actually nice. Saying that, not the Dixies, but the toilets at the venues are beautiful. Like, they were clean, there was always toilet paper there was always hand soap, there was always paper towel to wipe your hands on, or, Dyson hand blowers and stuff like that. So, yeah, if you're going to be all the time in the pagan village, bring your own toilet paper or tissues and hand sanitizer spray and stuff like that. But if you're in any of the other venues, not a problem. It's really good. Even the Agra, which had thousands and thousands of people, still there was toilet paper, always toilet paper. And I don't think I've ever been to a big festival or event where there's lots of people and that at the end of 12 hours there was still toilet paper in the toilets. Yeah. That was amazing. I think what I liked about, one of the things I really liked about it was when we were walking around town and constantly being stopped, not so much that, but it was fun, people wanting to get photos of you because you look different. Bit like
especially the local kids getting into it and dressing up.
Yeah, the local kids were dressing up in little Halloween costumes or actual gothy outfits, and it was so nice to see wanting photos taken with people, especially if you're looking princessy and stuff like that. That was really sweet. What was I going to say? I was saying something that, yeah, it is really nice to just wander around. But oh my god, okay, rookie mistake. I have normal feet, I guess. Normal feet. They're wider at the top than they are at the bottom because I have toes. So don't wear pikes on the first day when you're going to walk everywhere after you've been sitting at your desk for many months. As a desk jockey, I am.
For work.
For work, yes, for work. I do a little 10-minute walk twice a day, and I used to do a half hour to an hour walk every day, and then I'd be at my desk. Don't wear pikes on the first day, because I got blisters on my toes, and then I got blisters on the blisters of my toes, on the little baby pinky toes. So yeah, don't, unless you have no problems with pikes, and I usually don't, but after being on your feet, walking around, we walked the 20 minutes to the Agra, we walked all day through the Agra, we didn't really sit down except to have some food at lunchtime, which was at about, late. And then we walked back, and then we did something else, and we went out again. Yeah, don't wear pikes on the first day. So definitely don't wear pikes on the first day. Don't pack as many clothes as you think you need. I did, though, pack my outfits. I planned my outfits, and I packed those outfits into separate, the travel zip bags, vacuum bags. And because I did that, it was really easy. It's right, today I'm going to wear such and such an outfit, and I could go into my suitcase because there's not really any storage spaces when you go to these places like hotels and that, you're living out of your suitcase. I could grab that travel Ziploc airbag, and that's my outfit, and I put my jewellery in it, and I put the socks I wanted to wear with it, and the tights, and any of the accessories. I did end up adding more accessories because obviously goth is a little bit the opposite of Coco Chanel's, you know, before you leave your house, take something off. With this, it's more like, how much more mesh can I put on? Or how many more layers of corset and belt and headpiece and stuff can I put on? So, yeah, it's add more stuff before you go out. So what I'd planned, I ended up adding at least 1 to 2 to 3 extra items to each outfit. So that was good. I had those extra bits, but I think I used about half of the clothes outfits that I had planned. So I probably didn't need to bring that many. They do say it in the information on the website and stuff, but we bought metal water bottles. And they wouldn't let us take them in, but they did put little sticker numbers on them, and then they gave us those numbers, so we were able to pick them up, and that was fine. They were very good with, like, there was no damage to the items that we had to leave with security when we went through to the Agra. We brought little snacks, so we had like little salami sausages, and we had a block of chocolate, so that if we got bag of nuts, really useful stuff that we can nibble on in between like the bands. So like we did bands last night, 5 bands. So we got there it was 5 o'clock, so we got in the queue and we were there at 5 o'clock, and we left at 12:30. Yeah. So we'd had a late breakfast, we had a late lunch at a place called Stein, which was actually nice, quite cheap, but nice food, freshly made. Good options, like they gave a vegan option, and they did options for us taking off certain things. So it was great. Coffees were like slap in your face, strong coffees, and nice beers for the people drinking beer. So we had that about 3, and then we headed to House Leipzig, and we didn't actually have dinner, but we had our snacks in the bag that G was carrying, so we could keep eating and keep our energy up, because I don't drink a lot, and so it meant that we didn't have to go out and come back, and there was a massive storm and thunderstorm last night, so they actually closed it. So if you'd been hoping to get out and have some food and then come back in, it doesn't happen, because the queues get bigger depending on the band. So once you're in a venue, you stay in a venue. That's what I would suggest. We drove across from England, and while that was great because we could take big suitcases and we could bring our food and all of that, there were 2 drivers. Mel didn't drive because she doesn't drive a manual car, but she was our car servant, and she got us food and drinks and chatted to us, which was great. It was a very long drive, longer than, I don't know, we've done drives like that back in Australia, 12-hour drives where you swap over, but it just felt longer. Maybe it was because we were going from one side of the road to the other and we had to concentrate more. We drove during the night, so it was cooler, which I definitely recommend if you are going to drive during the night, because it's cooler.
Less traffic?
Less traffic, a lot less traffic. There are lorries, but a lot less traffic. The only thing I would say, I don't know, it was a good experience driving, but we had an hour out of Leipzig, our car broke down. I think it just got overheated. It sat for a few hours while we were trying to wait for a tow truck, and then when the tow truck driver came after about 2 hours, the car started and it was fine. So what we were supposed to get here for about 12, and we got there about 5 because of things. But again, German services were great. They were very nice people. They're very helpful. They all do speak enough English to help us when we don't speak German, which learn German. That's the next thing. Learn enough German to be able to do your ordering of your food that you like, your drinks that you like, saying thank you, I'm sorry I don't speak German very well. We didn't have any of that, and I think it would be really courteous and nice, and it'd be easier to be able to speak at least some basic conversational German. That's what I would say.
Talk to people when you're in line.
Yes, we talked to people in line, and it was really nice. We got to meet some people that we would never have met before. We spoke to some German people. We spoke to a Russian people, Romanian people, Slovakia. We met Barbara, who was absolutely lovely, and hopefully we'll see again sometime soon. So yeah, meeting some people in line and then saying hi to them. Then we run into them at another venue. That's part of the experience, I think, as well as the music and poncing around looking pretty. Poncing around. If you're, I guess I'm not officially plus size anymore, but if you are plus size, be prepared to be disappointed for shopping. There wasn't a lot of choice. You'll be going to buy shoes and accessories more so than clothing. I was surprised that there were less things of what I thought there might be there. And then, I don't know, I think I expected more from the Agra than we got. It was great. There was a lot of choices. Gothy Cat was one of my favourites because I've been looking at them online. And Nox Aurum, the owner of Nox Aurum, who was there with her stuff. Oh my God, her headwear. I bought a headpiece. I think you've seen a video of me in a headpiece. It was so light, I honestly forgot at times I was wearing this big ridiculous headpiece crown. So really well made. I was very impressed by it. I'm glad I had it purchased for me for an early birthday present by my dear sweet Hubbly Boos. So yes, and Vide Noir had some beautiful stuff as well, and her quality was also very, very good. Mel bought some Vide Noir. There's the Punk Rave. There was some outlet stores. There was a Queen of Darkness store. Shoe stores, some stockings, things like that. A lot of different stalls, a lot of different things. But I don't know. There was just something. It felt slightly lacking in something, but I don't know what that something was. But definitely, if you're an actual plus size, and I border on plus size, I'm usually the largest size in most brands, and some brands I'd have to go to a plus size if they offered a plus size. But there was not a lot of choice for plus size at all. And I'm sure if you follow Skullgirdle, I know she's going to be talking about being plus size at Wave, and I would recommend you go watch Skullgirdle's video when it comes up. What else? Yes, docks, arch supports, a place that you can, a comfy bed, a good shower. Definitely those are important. Being on a tram line or train line is probably really important as well, so that you don't have to spend a lot of money on taxis, because the taxis are reasonably expensive. As you'd expect, it's a taxi, that's their business, they've got to pay their own wage.
Being on the S-Bahn was good, but
yes.
It closed at 1.
It closed at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, so we were on the train, which was really fast and efficient, but it did close late, so getting on maybe a tram line that like the 11 or something that is constant is really good, but it also depends on what you're planning to do. I think if I went again, or when I go again, I'd like to see more bands. I'd probably do one day in the Agra, and I think that'd be it for me. Pagan Village was, it was like a reenactment village, but with more pagan-y stuff than reenactment stuff.
Stage.
At a great stage, though. We got to see Fawn, and that was really good. We were in a queue for an Extremo and never got to see them because we turned up so late, and that was our own fault. So if you're wanting to see a big band, get there early. As Mel has been telling us the whole time, if you want to see a band, get there 2 bands before. We didn't listen to that for an Extremo, and we missed them. But we did get to meet people and chat to them in line, which we spent 2.5 hours standing in a line. There is a wine, a wine store which has the big bulbs of wine thing that's almost like a cordial, alcoholic cordial, and the rose is beautiful. Recommend that. Rose is beautiful.
Okay, get the bottles so you can see.
Oh, we didn't get the bulbous bottles, we got like normal bottles. And I can't think of much else.
I think Black Friday did showed it in her vlog last year.
Yeah,
Suede.
yeah. There's so many people you don't really get to see a lot of them. Like, you know, I got to meet a few of my YouTube people that I follow, but the rose. So this is the rose. It doesn't look like much. We have had a bit. It tastes like rose, but like rose cordial, but slightly alcoholic. It's not very alcoholic. And then this was the other one, which is lovely. This is that. I think everyone ends up buying stuff from there. That's the Hanfhonig. So it's a mead. And while we don't usually drink this stuff, you know, it's a treat. I think that's about it. If I think of anything more, I'll do a secondary video. I'd show you my blisters on my toes, but they're covered with blister packs. You know, the little, whatever they're called, compedes, something. The blister things. Have a lot of them. I'd recommend that. This was going to be like a 5-minute video, and it's now 20. Sorry, guys. I should have said get a cup of coffee. Well, I was drinking coffee, so I'm fine. And that's the Wave t-shirt. I will do a haul video of the things I bought. I didn't buy a lot, but because our money went on just getting over here, because I just changed jobs and there's all this sort of just hassles and money and car breaking down. So we had we were down 170 euros was what we had to pay for the tow truck. So yeah, we would have had an extra 170 euros. So save up. So that would be my suggestions. Book the accommodation a year in advance and start saving straight away. And every time you want to buy something, go, do I want to buy it now or do I want to get it at Wave? Sometimes the stuff is cheaper, sometimes it's not, but you can try things on. And that's what I like. That's the problem with buying stuff online. Most stuff is online. You can't try this stuff on. Or know what the quality's like. So you see these brands and you go, oh, they look nice, but is the quality nice? So yes, Vide Noir is beautiful quality. Noxorum, beautiful quality. The Punk Rave stuff is good quality, I have to say. I did end up getting... Poor credit card, I feel sorry for you. I did end up getting a beautiful coat. And I'm very chuffed with it, but I can't wear it till winter because it's hot. and
the velvet for Dracula clothing's really nice.
Oh yeah, Dracula clothing. So Wonderland 13, which is a shop in town, not at the Agra, they were selling all Dracula clothing, which you usually see online, so it was really nice to see the quality. The brocade jackets are more like a upholstery fabric, so they're quite heavy and quite stiff, but that can look really amazing on the big full skirts. Yeah. But the velvet they seem to be using in their dresses and their jackets just feels beautiful. I don't know how it lasts because we haven't got a velvet thing, but we are going to be buying some velvet stuff. Mel was like, I want that velvet thing and that velvet thing and that velvet thing. And I was like, me too. So yeah, and the quality of the t-shirt fabric, the stretch jersey was a thick, heavy jersey. So I think the quality of those are really, really good from what we could see and feel. So I will maybe do another one later. I'll do another video another time with the haul. But yeah, thanks for suffering through 23 odd minutes of mole face. Potato face. But at least my hair is on point, darling. It's on point. Yeah, thanks. There's lots of other little videos that I've been shoving up, just little short ones, so you can just go watch them. And then maybe come to the next one. And if you see me and I'm there, then you say hi, because I would be disappointed if you didn't. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.